Hello, I'm Jenny, and today I'm going to tell you a story about a baby in a basket. If someone has a baby, they're normally quite happy, aren't they? The mum of the baby in this story was very happy too, but she was also frightened because she lived in a place called Egypt, where there was a really nasty king who wanted to get rid of all the babies. So she was really scared that someone was going to come and take her baby away from her. So she knew she had to keep the baby a secret. The baby had a big brother called Aaron and a big sister called Miriam, and they knew to keep the baby secret too. But as the baby grew bigger, he began to get too noisy to be kept a secret any longer. Sometimes he would cry or chuckle or babble, and he was just too noisy to be kept secret in the house anymore. So the mum took the baby and his big sister, can you remember her name? Miriam, that's right, to the river nearby. And she made a basket out of some of the grasses that grew by the river. And she placed the baby in the basket and hid him in the river in amongst the grasses so that he would stay safe. And she asked Miriam to stay near to make sure that he was safe. Not long after, the king's daughter, the princess, came down to the river to swim. While she was wading into the water, she spotted the basket and brought it towards her and had a look in, and she saw the baby. The princess had a kind heart, and she wanted to look after the baby and keep him safe. She spotted Miriam watching nearby and asked her to find someone to look after the baby for her until he was old enough to go and live in the palace with her. So Miriam ran straight home and fetched her mum. She brought her back to the princess, and the princess asked them both to look after the baby until he was old enough. She didn't know that it was going to be the baby's real mum looking after him. The little baby was called Moses, and when he grew up, he was going to be a great man of God and do really important things for the people of God. If the princess hadn't had a kind heart and kept the baby safe, Moses wouldn't have been able to be a great man of God. So we can remember that whatever small kind thing we do, God will be able to use it in a great way. Now, we might not find a baby in a basket, but I expect there are lots of other ways that we can be kind. Maybe you can have a think about some of those today. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.